This is Rare on Purpose, identity coaching with Floyd. Look, most people spend their lives trying to become somebody, but the real work is in remembering who you already are. Life has been training you the whole time. Through pressure, setbacks, the moments you thought were breaking you. Every episode, I'm gonna break down identity, leadership, and the mindset of the rare ones. Cause the strongest leaders, and they don't follow the crowd, they move rare on purpose. Man, you should see the smile on my face I got today. I hope y'all can feel it. You know, sometimes you can hear it in somebody's voice when whatever their facial expression is, it comes through in their voice. Let me say this plainly. This podcast has grown up. I've put in a lot of work over the last couple of weeks. I'm sorry I've been gone. I know it may hurt my numbers. I've never been all about numbers and stats. Although I am a data person, so I look at them and I understand. Sometimes it stings when they drop off. But I gotta say, man, folks have really still been tapping in. You know, even one of the surprises is that I have is when I take a step away and I look like, you know, I need to elevate. I don't want to keep plateauing. I don't want to keep going on this plateau. I want to elevate. And I'm away for a little while. And I kind of have this mental standpoint like, okay, I understand I'm going to take a hit. My listeners are going to fall off. They don't. You know, there's like an initial dip and then there's like this, it's like this group of people that tap in, man, and they stay in. They stay locked in. So listen, I just want to say, man, I've put in some intentional work. Very, very intentional work, man. I mean, a number of hours, man. And this brand is sharper. The mission is clearer. The name says exactly what I've been building towards all along. I know I've been bouncing all over the place. Listen, I apologize to y'all, man, but actually I don't apologize to y'all, man. I'm a creative, right? So my brain, I'm also neurodivergent. So my brain is all over the place. I have ideas. I have $1 million ideas. I have several $1 million ideas at any given point in time. And sometimes it's hard to tell myself no. And so what I've had to learn is the discipline. But also I've learned not to be afraid. If I get inspiration and I move to something and I decide that wasn't the right move, it's okay. I move back. I shift. It's okay. So I say this to all of y'all out there, man, even if you need to move, it's okay. The key is, are you moving forward? Because when you know who you are, you move different. I feel like I know who I am. I'm always trying to lock in and recalibrate to make sure I'm there. Right? I really want to, this rebrand is not cosmetic only, it's more alignment. The podcast now sits directly inside the coaching and leadership brand. I know there's a lot more things I really like to talk about, man. And sometimes I get a little jealous, man, when I hear other podcasts, man, and they get a chance to talk about movies or the 80s. And those are things that are really, really near and dear to my heart. You know, I do have passions for them. But you have to understand the difference between things you have a passion for and the things that you are naturally built and designed to impact the world with. Right? So my podcast now sits directly inside my lane that I'm built for. Life has crafted me in this way. My scars, my bruises, all of my pains and aches, they line up with this lane. The mission is clearer than before. So this show is for people who want substance, not noise. They want a little bit more than just a catchy hook, right? You know, again, as a creative, it can be tempting to come up with. I mean, I've been writing raps for, I think it's been like 39 years. It's really easy to come up with a catchy word flip. But that's not going to help y'all live life. I haven't been able to word flip my way out of learning how to be honest with women. I haven't been able to word flip my way out of learning how to be accountable as a leader to my team at work. So this show lives at the accountability, at the intersection of identity, leadership, growth, and truth. We're going to talk about the inner work and the outer work. It's all about how you lead, how you think, how you recover, how you tell the truth, how you stop abandoning yourself, how you stop shrinking, how you stop confusing motion with direction. We're going to talk about leadership, purpose, mindset, discipline. We're going to talk work, family, calling, fear, healing, pressure, ambition, and becoming. Because all of that is connected at the root. So let me be clear about what this show is against, right? I am against celebrity worship, man. That's one of the things I believe. I'm going to say this over and over, and it's probably something you're going to hear me say so much because I almost named the podcast this, Unfollow Everybody. I am against celebrity worship. I am against living externally. I'm against people spending more time studying what the algorithm is showing them than studying themselves. I'm against excuses that dress themselves up as self-awareness. I'm against growth that's all about language with no transformation. And I mean, we're surrounded by that. I mean, there's so many self-help gurus and pastors and preachers and online experts who are really just flipping bars at you, man. They literally just spitting bars. It's like the Jay-Z analogy. Jay-Z has overcome a rough upbringing, and he was able to leave drug dealing and go into music, but he has never given you the blueprint on how to do the same thing. It's too much performance in this world right now. It's too much branding. It's not enough backbone. Too much confidence with no grounding. You're supposed to question yourself. Too much noise from people who have never really sat with themselves. If you're not telling me about the things you're working on, the losses, I mean, it's what, you know me, I'm a hip hop head, man, but honestly, one of the most heartbreaking things to me about rap music is you don't hear any of the mavens of it talk about their negative sides. Everybody is super rich. Everybody is super successful. Everybody gets every girl they want. Everybody gets everything they want. They're living their dream, even though you didn't think they would. But they don't tell you about having ADHD. They don't tell you about the struggles to tell the truth. They don't tell you about the toxic masculinity and the toxic nature of what they were taught growing up in those environments and how hard it is to shake off those habits in order to live a healthy life. There's too many people trying to be seen before they learn how to see themselves. It's not what we're doing here. So what is this podcast for? This is for the person who knows that there's more in them, but they refuse to get there by becoming fake. It's for the leader that wants to be powerful without losing their soul. I am here recording this right now. I clicked record for the person who's strong, capable, talented, and still knows that there are places where they are out of alignment. They need to fix it. They need to tweak a few things. They need to receive more growth. It's for the builder. It's for the deep thinker. It's for that one that people count on. The one who's ready to stop living on autopilot. If that's you, you're in the right place. It's for the leaders, the builders, the coaches, professionals, people in transition, people who are tired of surface level self-help. People that want language for what they feel. They want to know what to call it so they can heal it. In one of my songs on my What's Good album, I said, to know the tree, you got to study the seeds. To heal, you got to know the disease. You have to know it. So listen, I'm not going to ever approach any of this on theory alone. I have lived enough life to know what misalignment feels like and to know what it costs you as a leader in all your roles. I've had to build through pressure, lead through pressure, heal through pressure, rebuild through pressure. I know what it is to carry the gifts and still have to figure out how to aim them. I know what it is to be capable but not clear. And I know that some of the strongest people in the room are still one honest reflection away from having a breakthrough. And that's why this show exists. I don't believe most people are lost because they lack talent. I think they lack the permission to fully become themselves. So what you can expect from here on out on this podcast, some episodes are going to challenge how you think. Some will give you language for something that you felt but you never named. Some will confront the lies you've been living under. And some will help you lead better at work, at home, and just within yourself, man. Because, we got to lead ourselves first. But every single episode, we're going to aim for one thing, get some clarity that we all can use. Even if it's just me on here helping myself see through the fog a little better, right? So you can expect some solo episodes with strong themes. We're going to have some leadership lessons. We're going to do a lot of identity work, right? Hoping for perspective shifts. That's the aim. So maybe I plan to bring in some coaching style episodes, right? Show you how I actually coach in my one-on-one sessions. I've been doing coaching, one-on-one coaching for the last 10 years. Right now, I am actively coaching 10 leaders in organizations around the world. They are all in managerial or directorial positions. I'm going to bring some coaching style episodes. I'll do some honest reflection, give you some actionable insight. No fake formulas, man. None of that. Listen, this is the Rare on Purpose podcast. And it's not because being rare makes you better than anybody else. It's because there's something specific, intentional, and weight-bearing about who you are, about what you've been through, about what brought you here. And a lot of people spend their whole lives trying to sand that down, get rid of it. I'm not here to help you water yourself down. I'm here to help you get clear enough to stand on it and recognize the unique angle that standing on that flawed, broken, hurtful, painful life gives you. Gives you a unique angle. Your job is not to become generic enough to be accepted. Your job is to become clear enough to be effective at the exact things you were meant to do. So if you've been looking for a podcast that helps you think deeper, lead stronger, and live more aligned, welcome. If you're ready to stop drifting and start choosing, welcome. If you're ready to stop performing and start becoming, welcome. And if you're ready to get back in the driver's seat, welcome. This is the Rare on Purpose podcast. Let's go. You are not random. You are not accidental. You are rare. Thanks for listening to Rare on Purpose. If this episode helped you remember something about yourself, share it with somebody you know that you think really needs to hear it. And if you're a leader trying to reconnect with who you really are and lead from that place, look, that's the work that I do through Rare on Purpose coaching. You can go out to my website, rareonpurpose.com, or you can just tap into Leland Coaching and search for J. Floyd. Until next time, y'all, remember who you are and move rare on purpose.